for hit to
press the button.
The re-up is just some bullshit and not real.
Some bullshit.
None of the names are real. None of the faces are real. None of the stories are real.
Hey, listen, everybody, it's okay. This is just a joke. It's all fun and games. Don't get your feelings hurt. Everything's said on here, okay? It's just make pretend. All right, puppies?
It deals with people who you started your life off with and what success does to them. People look at you strange saying you changed, like you worked that hard to stay the same, like you're doing all this for a reason. And what happens most of the time, people change. People change around you because they start treating you different because of your success. So you are changing. You don't change who you are, the core of who you are, the things you believe, the things you love, the things you die for, and your principles. You don't change that, but you're going to change who you are. You're going to change. You can't do the same things that you can't hang on the corner. Some people may not be comfortable with that.
Damas y caballeros, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and kids of all ages, it's the motherfucking re-up. And here's your host, Dabs Kid.
Yay! Wagwan, everybody, and welcome to episode number of the re-up. As always, I'm your boy Dabs K, and joined by your boy Bacon. Bacon, say what up.
What up? It's 116.
Okay, and next to Bacon is both of these nuts.
And this dick.
And right across from both of these nuts is second best mic on the show, but very bestest friend ever. Mo.
The Legion Norwegian.
Okay. It's Norwegian out. Now, look, I halfway thought I was going, you know what? I'm going to do it for y'all. Okay, so look, I'll be right back. I'm going to show y'all just the jacket. I'm not going to put on the whole shirt. This tight-ass jacket I wore for this guy.
Honestly, I was really hoping that it was one of those long-ass old Steve Harvey suits. You know, the jacket that it almost looks like one of Hillary Clinton's suits, one of her blazers that reaches the ground.
Yeah, hey, did you he can't hear me, Kenny.
I can hear you.
Did you wear like a shirt underneath, like a regular shirt underneath?
It was a white polo.
It
was a white beater.
It wasn't a black white beater.
Okay, no, it was okay.
Okay, from now on, you gotta host the show like that.
Seriously, I'm gonna introduce you as Dabalicious, and here's your host, Dabalicious.
I've never seen you in a collar.
What? You've never seen it in a collar?
It's still not a collar.
It's sort of a collar.
I had a collar. It was 3 buttons. It was white.
Hey, for real though, for real, you look mad Dominican right now.
Don't you talk about my daddy's jacket like that, okay? This is my daddy's jacket. You know what I'm saying?
Get yourself some pointy shoes, man. You ready? We've met merengue night.
Can you button it up?
No.
Have you tried?
Nah, don't break your daddy's jacket, man.
Yeah, no.
They said this was a gold jacket. I said, you finna get smaller than me?
It's a gold, like a gold weight, like your polka dot bikini.
Wear this again one day. So look, it's not.
Yo, you better take that button.
Yo, you're putting some mad
I
stress.
can't sit back down.
Some mad stress.
Look at this, son.
But yeah,
But
I
so much anxiety.
I had the whole jacket. Oh my God, yes, I was bugging out. But I got it.
So you're gonna tell the people why you wore the jacket?
Oh yeah, because Christian, right? Christian said I'm finna go work with Mo at Meet Legion, and then he hit me up like, "Hey, turn in your application." And then them motherfuckers fuck around and hired me.
So now y'all really are the Legion of Norwegian.
Okay, this is Legion out. Legion out. I'm finna look at least 6 months while you bushing.
We're gonna change all the show logos.
Look, if this works out, there will be $50s of dollars thrown at this show. Okay,
What, son?
But
right now, it's not even. It's just our 2 cents.
Exactly right. I haven't been on the show myself in like a month. A lot of stuff has happened to me. I got the Ouija job. I got the brand new super mic. Okay, you can't see it because of the blur, but like I had to. My mic had broke. It fell off the table and it broke. I broke a full $400 mic.
Was it paid off before you broke?
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's been paid off. It's over a year old.
So was it paid off or collected on? I don't know.
So how'd you get this one?
Huh?
Well, how'd you get this one? You put the old one in the back, you put the new one in the bag, and you got the new one.
That's true.
Oh,
You know damn well how he got this one.
What?
Uh-huh.
Huh? I thought why you asking so many questions, Mo?
Oh man. How do you think he got them headphones on his head? We all know Kenny's game. Man been running the same game his whole life.
I swear to God, one day Amazon gonna stop.
Oh,
Look, who needs a service policy or a return policy? Who needs to spend an extra $50 on insurance when I could just float the money out there for a little bit and put it back on my card?
Bezos is too busy making dick rockets and claiming to be an astronaut. He don't give a shit about you returning everything.
Mr. Johnson, you have 600 returns.
I was so mad because I washed my AirPods and like I was gonna send them back, do the old switcheroo. And this weekend I came back with the box without the fucking AirPods, so now I can't do the switcheroo.
Can't even do the switcheroo.
Can't do the switcheroo. Fuck.
No, bro, you gotta look. You gotta keep your boxes because you never know when you gotta do the switcheroo.
Walgreens said you look like a sausage ready to pop.
Damn it, Walgreens was down and I fucking forgot to fucking hit him up. I feel like a piece of shit. I'm a piece of shit, Walgreens. Like I didn't hang out with you while you were here. I'm gonna say that.
Man's been going through a lot though,
But yeah, a lot of stress, a lot of changes.
That's not.
So you gonna get that new house now for sure.
Oh, for sure, by bruh. MO lady still want to start a business, so
there you go.
Busy as shit.
2 for $5. Niggas got garbage on the way.
Okay, we about to have a new sponsor and everything.
What is it gonna be though? It's like some Stedsy company?
No, she's like legit. Like
It's gonna be Dabs K.
Might start like
services.
I don't know. I don't know. Could be anything. The more I think about it, she had this idea about a pressure washing company. The more I think about that, the more I'm actually becoming more on board with that. But that is neither here nor there. But yeah, big things in the future for Dabs and the Rip.
Big things.
So yeah, y'all ready to go to the segment that we go to first?
Yeah, voicemails. Hey, thanks for the voicemails, guys. Really appreciate it. It's awesome. We love that you guys are leaving voicemails every week.
Yeah,
I don't mind. I honestly don't mind if we don't got voicemails anymore.
Mo hasn't been called a racist, guys, in over 3 months. I don't know what's going on.
Months. I'm actually kind of worried. Do we enter a war I don't know about or something?
Oh yeah.
I mean, if we were Master Chief.
Don't tread on me.
Last time. This is drugs. This is your brain on drugs.
Or like Owen says, don't tread on my snake.
Any questions?
It's the sizzle
with bacon.
It all started out as a simple morning meal. Was cooking it up to give myself a thrill. It made me feel warm as it entered my body. I'd kick it in gear with a potent hot toddy. It gave me my fix. It made my mind right. Fueled me through the day all the way until the night. It's bad for my heart. So why'd I ever start? I don't know. But you can get it anywhere, even Walmart. It's great for a while, as long as it would last. Till my body started begging for some more real fast. Gotta get my hit. Gotta get another strip of that little piece of heaven that sends me on my trip to that place where I feel full. That place where I feel right. That place that makes my stomach quit putting up a fight. The hunger won't stop. It's even got me shaking. There's no doubt about it. I'm addicted to that bacon.
I'm addicted to bacon. I'm addicted to bacon. Bacon, 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 bacon.
Oh, bacon. Yeah.
I love bacon. I'm addicted to bacon. I'm addicted to bacon. Bacon, 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 bacon. I'm addicted to bacon.
It's sizzling. Yeah. Sizzle, sizzle, sizzle. For
sizzle my nizzle.
All right, so there's a. We all know that the justice system fails people on a daily basis.
No.
The American justice system is horseshit. This here is a shining example of just how fucking stupid our justice system can be. Mm-hmm. So a man was arrested for sleeping. What he thought he was being arrested because he was in Hawaii, and he thought he was being arrested for sleeping on the sidewalk, which is something that's illegal. Hawaii has made illegal. Yeah, trying to clean up the streets. There's a huge homeless issue in Hawaii. Blah, blah. Anyways, oh, excuse me. So they arrest the man. Turns out they're arresting him because the officer thinks he is somebody who he actually isn't, and there's a warrant out for this person. And you'd think it'd be super simple to just say, like, no, I'm not him. Check my shit. Blah, blah, blah. Find out it's not you. Go about your day. And that is what happened 2 years later.
No.
What? What did he get arrested for?
He was... Originally, he was arrested because the officer thought that he was somebody that had a warrant. So they arrested him, and the man's claims that he wasn't who the officer said he was taken as insanity, and they locked him up in a mental institute for 2 years. And the more he protested and said, no, I'm not this man, the more they thought that he was just a crazy person. So they pumped him full of medication. So he couldn't object. He couldn't do anything. 2 years later, he finally convinces a psychiatrist at the hospital to check in on this. And all she had to do was call the sheriff's department, report it. They came out, took the man's fingerprints, and found out, oh, wait a minute, this isn't the guy we thought he was. And if they'd have done an ounce of research, they would have known that when they first arrested this guy, the person they were looking for was already serving a prison sentence in Alaska.
Wow. What was movie shit?
What there was a movie. Wasn't it Matthew McConaughey or somebody that I seen in a movie like this? Or somebody that was locked up in a psych ward for a couple of years.
Bird food, one food, cuckoo's nest. I think that's the only one I know.
No.
I mean, Leo was in a psych ward movie, but that was a while ago. But yeah, can you imagine that? Like, you'd think because the first, I mean, let's be honest. I think we've all been at a police station a time or two, maybe to see who, maybe they're trying to find out who we are. And the first thing they do is they run your fucking fingerprints. Like how?
Why? Yeah. How did this part? Like, how did he? Like
this was in 2017. This wasn't in 1990 or something. You know what I mean? Like,
hold on. Let me get this straight.
Hawaii.
Let me get this straight. He's a bum, right? He's a bum.
He was a homeless man. Fell asleep waiting in line to like a soup kitchen or whatever, and that's illegal to sleep out in public like that.
Oh, so
is this like he just nods off in places? How you fall asleep?
I mean, it's a bum. I don't know if you know bums, but they really pretty much find a shady spot. And you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and
there's
they
not
put
much
the little
else to do.
Cardboard blanket.
The other bums are dicks. They were just walking over him. They didn't even nudge him. Hey, bro. They were just cutting him in line.
That's why he didn't initially protest when the officer was arresting him, because he was under the assumption that he was being arrested for sleeping where he wasn't supposed to be sleeping.
What was the warrant for? Did they say that though? Like what they were actually like? Why they were looking for the other guy?
They just said that there was a warrant out for the guy, and that the cops supposedly recognized this man as the guy with the warrant. And so they said this guy got out, right? His sister picked him up from the prison. He flew to Virginia, where she's got like some 10-acre farm, and he hasn't left since. Refuses to leave the property. And I can't blame him.
Well, he was sleeping on the street, right?
But he owns Hawaii now, right? He owns Hawaii.
So what happened is, originally his father and him and his sister moved to Hawaii because his father was in the military, and supposedly he's a little bit older. And once he turned 18, he kind of got into drugs and stuff, and he disappeared. And his sister hasn't seen him for 16 years, which is why when he like went missing, like there was like nobody to cause an uproar, because he he'd already been missing for such a long period of time. And he was just wandering Hawaii doing fucking drugs and shit. And then when the story came out and like his sister saw it, she flew and got him and brought him back to her property. And they said that he's not left since. And I wouldn't either. 2 years. I've never been in like a prison. I've been to like the county jail, and I've heard horror stories about these mental institutions. There was a guy, I think I told the story on the show before, that he was trying to plead insanity to get out of like a lengthy sentence. So they like sent him to like the mental place or whatever. And after a couple of weeks, he was like, yep, nope, I'm good. I am completely sane. Fucking take me to trial.
I killed that bitch.
So heinous in those fucking institutions because nobody gives a fuck. And all of your pleas are met with hostility, and they're just going to up your medication to make you as compliant as possible. Like the fact that he finally got somebody to listen is a miracle. Like I know it, like, you know, it took 2 years, but there's people that have been locked up in those places their entire lives, and nobody ever believes them.
I don't understand how they don't fingerprint somebody like
it's 2017. It's not back in the day. It's 4 years ago.
He did something to that cop. And the cop just did some old school dick shit, probably, man. Because how else are you gonna, like, you know what I mean? The cop probably had some.
So you're saying the cop was mad at him?
Something like that, you know. He probably shit on his car or something like that. You know?
That shit happens in motherfucking Texas. The motherfucking police will lose you in the system for a year and a half, like with no court, no trial, no nothing. You just lost in the system.
That's what they did. Yeah. On another note, Hawaii, good place to be a junkie, I feel like. You know, it's probably
not a bad spot.
I mean, you made it to Hawaii. You got there.
They're now. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say it's not because you have nowhere to sleep.
So they're now obviously they're suing the state, and once authorities found out that he wasn't who he said he was, they tried to just like quietly set him free. There's no court records of any meeting between the prosecutors and the judges.
They slid him like a pizza back on the sidewalk.
They had like a behind closed door, like they had a closed door meeting, the prosecutor, the judge, and the defense attorney that there's no record of, and decided like, oh, we're just gonna let him out and hope that he doesn't say anything. And now he's suing the shit out of him because of course
he's got to.
Yeah,
that's hilarious.
Fuck shit. Like not only do they keep you locked up for 2 years, but they try to do some sly shit to prevent you from being able to get any sort of compensation. Like they tried to make it like it never happened.
So when is he gonna own Hawaii?
I mean, that's gonna take a while. He's gonna get paid. You know he's gonna.
What you talking about? What you talking about, bro?
Can they give him like a forever roofie? Like so he forgets everything that happened.
Forever roofie.
Forever.
Yeah, that's called a euthanization.
The forever roofie.
like fuck with his frontal lobe or some shit. I don't know.
Put him down. Well, it's too late now. He's free. Yeah, he can't.
Yeah, he's free now. And like I said, I don't blame him for never fucking leaving. And I hope he gets however much he gets. Like I
hope
he already
all the Hawaiian Islands.
He already has some mental issues, right? Because he was already like, you know, kind of.
He was bumming.
So he was already.
But now that's even worse. Like he's full Mel Gibson conspiracy theory.
Right? You think he was paranoid before?
Oh yeah, the deep state is definitely coming.
He fell asleep on a sidewalk and spent 2 years at a mental institution because of it. Like ultimate paranoia for the rest of his life.
You think he learned his lesson though?
Yeah, that's why he said
you think they couldn't help him out a little bit while he was there, though? I mean, he's obviously not right.
I would demand a public apology.
I mean, they did kind of help him out, right?
Because they get paid by the body count, so it behooves these sinners to just load them up with drugs. Like, oh, there's a crazy person. You can't
just call him a sinner.
A center.
Oh. I mean, he was a druggie, right? So they did help him out. They gave him more drugs, right? That's what he wanted.
And he was a sinner.
I don't think it was those kind of drugs, but.
And I've been under psychiatric drugs before that just puts you into a complete stupor. Like it's become compliant. You don't give a shit. So hopefully he makes a shit ton of money off those bastards.
Yeah, man. Fuck Hawaii.
Hey, what are the name of those? Give some of those to my wife.
You niggas I need some compliance, man.
Terraquil.
Y'all gotta side chat that. Side chat.
So what do they?
I got stacks left over, dog. No, what, Mo?
So what are they? Hawaii? They just have everybody has to sleep in a shelter type deal or what?
Yeah,
that's kind of.
I
what
think they're trying to keep them in like the
street.
camps. They just want them off of like the street and shit. Like they don't want the people to see them.
We're trying to get tourists over here.
These fucking
get out
bum,
of here,
man.
bum.
In Hawaii, 2 palm trees, a hammock. I'm not sleeping on the floor. Boom. All you need is a hammock.
Bum camp. They can do bum camps in Cocoa. You can do a bum camp in Hawaii.
You gotta do that in California and in Seattle, man, right? Because like that's how it is over there. You walk around and.
Well, they
I
like
don't feel
their
like there's too many bums on the streets in Seattle. It rains too much.
In Seattle? There is.
Bro, if you're watching this, tell me about the bums in Seattle. You've been there before.
Listen, in Seattle,
the bums sleep with snorkels.
We're like at a really nice hotel, and you like walk one block, and it's like all bums, like just fucking bunch of bums.
Shanty town.
Yeah, it's fucking weird.
Well, they're drying the wet floor for you.
Thank you. I don't have to step in this puddle, bum. I have your back.
Anyway, we are now moving on to San Diego, where I don't know if you guys heard about a year ago, there was a Navy battleship that caught fire and destroyed the entire ship. Tens of millions of dollars, just absolutely gone. Well, they had arrested a sailor who they were pretty sure had done it. So apparently this guy had a long history of being like, fuck the Navy. Like, I wish I didn't have to do this bullshit. Because what had happened is he had initially joined the Navy wanting to be a SEAL. I guess he washed out like the first week. And what happens when you do that is you get sent to what's called like needs of the Navy. So you don't get to pick your job. It's whatever job has the most needs, so less amount of people. That's what you get sent to. Typically, those jobs are like the manual labor jobs, cooks. Same thing happens like if you try to go special forces in the Army. If you don't make it, like you don't just go back to your old job. You become what's classified as needs of the Army, and you are going to get probably the shittiest fucking job.
You're a fucking washout.
It sounds like he's a fluffer.
So they're trying to make you quit?
He got sent to a maintenance division, which his whole job was to like de-rust the ship and then repaint it. And like that sounds fucking terrible. Just absolutely fucking terrible. And so
like
he
an
was
eternity
known
to finish.
to hate the Navy. He was known to make a lot of comments about like, I wish this ship like would burn down or an accident would happen, blah, blah, blah. And there were multiple sailors that say they think they saw him going down into the hold where the fire started and coming back out. But because of COVID, he might get away with this.
Why?
Nobody, without a reasonable doubt, can say it was him because of mask restrictions. Nobody actually saw his face. Now, they say they saw someone about his height that walked the way he did, talked the way he did, but nobody can say beyond a reasonable doubt that it was him because nobody saw his face. Now, another reason is the ship was designated to be like it was decommissioned and they were prepping it to be destroyed. And after the fire, they accelerated that process. And so the ship no longer exists. The defense has a right to examine the crime scene because the crime scene no longer exists. They could get the case thrown out because they didn't get a chance to see all of the evidence. And the fire inspectors have already said that they didn't have enough time before it got scrapped to do a real thorough investigation. So he's probably going to get away with burning down like this $40 billion or $1 million fucking battleship.
Top 10 arsonist, right? Like how many arsonists can say that? Hey, I burned down a whole battleship.
Right. He spent like 6 months in the brig, which is the Navy prison or whatever, and they had to let him go because as of right now, like they don't really have. It's all hearsay. Every piece of evidence they have against him is hearsay, and they took his DNA and they found DNA in the hold, but it didn't belong to him. And there's dozens to maybe hundreds of people that go in and out of that cargo hold all the time. Like it could be fucking anybody's. And his being down there wouldn't have been enough to matter. Evidence. Yeah. So he's probably going to get away with it completely. Like his lawyers talk about how he wants to go back and try for Navy SEAL school again and all that shit. Like,
oh wow! So he's not even going to leave the military.
He's probably going to get away with burning it down. No, because like until they come up with some sort of evidence to court-martial him, they can't have any punitive action against him.
He's just going to be sitting there doing nothing forever until he gets out. Until it's time.
I mean, they're going to run him off, aren't they?
If you really want out that bad, like I don't know how the Navy works, but I remember when I was in the Army, like we used to tell motherfuckers, because like in the infantry, like if you don't want to be there, I don't fucking want you there. Because if we get into a firefight and like I can't have you fucking acting fucking crazy.
Yeah, you gotta be able to trust the guy on your right and left.
Like if you don't want to be here, fail 3 PT tests in a row. Like we'll do them. Like we only have to have a day in between. Like we'll take a week, and every other day you'll take a PT test. Fail all of them on purpose. I'll do the paperwork. Your ass is going home. Like it's not a big fucking like it doesn't have to be a big thing. Like it's not hard. If you don't want to be there,
and that,
you don't have to fucking be there.
That's a dishonorable discharge then, or at that point,
you're probably going to get a general under honorable conditions, and after 6 months, you can go get that changed to an honorable by hiring a lawyer. Like it's too easy. It says it's never happened.
Interesting.
Like they have like to get a dishonorable. Like you really have to do some fucked up shit. Like we had guys that I knew that got caught with drugs and shit like that. And they all got like just general discharges, which isn't great, but like a dishonorable is like a black mark that'll follow you for the rest of your life.
Yeah, you don't want that.
Anyways, that's been your military justice segment of the show. But yeah,
burn it down.
I just think it's crazy. This man hated the Navy so much he burnt down a battleship and is probably going to get away with it.
That's a bold move, Cotton.
Like apparently his strategy worked out.
There's a small part of me that's like, you go.
Right, like I've been angry enough at the military a time or two to kind of understand like how you get there. You know what I'm saying?
Not okay.
I'm not condoning it.
He said, "Fuck this rust."
Yeah, I can see the steps one might take to get to that position. Is all I'm saying.
He said, "You know what? I'm not worried about on this ship. A rust. I'm gonna get all the rust out, boss."
This last story is another one out of San Diego once again.
Well, you know what? I think it's funny because that's where Master Chef is right now.
Really? This is wild shit. So the San Diego police department put out a public safety announcement video that supposedly showed a police officer coming in contact with fentanyl and having an overdose and almost dying. This became like a huge thing. People were praising him for like being willing to get down and dirty and like risking his own life. And then medical and drug experts started chiming in, and they are calling bullshit on the entire video. So the video, like I said, the video is supposedly dash cam footage of all of this, or body cam footage of all this happening to him. And apparently the acting was so bad that they felt the need to put out a press thing saying that like misconceptions in this video could cause real deaths because people won't know like the real symptoms and signs of a fentanyl overdose. Like just absolutely slamming them and saying that they're completely full of shit.
So what is this like? It's like that's like propaganda, right? Like dude was straight making a propaganda video.
It's like those weed videos, right? Where you would jump out the window.
Like fentanyl is a dangerous drug, but you can't all the experts say like the one thing that they called bullshit on immediately is supposedly he just like came in contact with it. And apparently fentanyl can be absorbed through the skin, but not in amounts that would be deadly.
Yeah. Smoking cocaine, but you ain't gonna get high
anybody. Yeah. Like you have to have it like directly injected into your body. So even like their initial claim is bullshit, like 100% bullshit. And I just wonder, like, when they sat down and they made this video, did they really think that no one was going to question it?
See, that's the thing about it. Like, people used to get away with shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we're in Trump's America. That's something that Trump has been doing a lot. And there's so much motherfucking bullshit out there that, you know, it's hard for people who want to believe to not believe
marijuana
whatever
is
they
a Schedule
want
One
to.
drug. It's because of propaganda and bullshit.
Yeah. And that's all it is, propaganda. You know, if you want to know the truth, it was about money.
There you go. There's the name of the show.
It was about money. That works on all the levels. Somebody put that in the chat.
Fentanyl is like extremely dangerous. Like almost 100,000 people have died each year for the last 3 years of fentanyl overdoses. It's a dangerous thing because a lot of people are cutting like meth and shit with it, and all it takes is one hit of that shit and you can die.
I think Coke is where it's getting cut a lot.
Is it okay? So like, the thing about fentanyl, right? From what I gather, it's like it's Dabs K. You know what I'm saying? Like keep my ear to the streets. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'll be out there with the real boys. Dog. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And now for the corner with Dabs K.
But the thing about the fentanyl is, it's these people that are like full on addicted to opioids that are like hardcore motherfuckers who are looking for some shit that's harder, and they motherfucking cut the motherfucking heroin with the fentanyl, but they gotta be like damn near chemists because they gotta make it powerful enough to motherfucking get these cats high that don't get high on nothing but the most powerful fucking shit out there and not kill them because they don't want to fuck up their money. You know what I'm saying? And that's like, and some of them actually, some of these cats actually got a heart of gold. I don't want nobody's death on my conscience. I get them high, but I don't.
Which is real. Like if you're out there selling that shit, like I think you're a bad person. But like you're not as bad as like someone's out there murdering.
I feel like they don't really care. They just don't want to catch a body because that's an extra charge.
No, that's true too.
That's what it is. Because in Florida, I don't know if is that a federal thing or is that just statewide? But I know like in Florida, there's a thing going through the courts right now about they're trying to charge the dealers with the overdose, like first degree murder.
No, they will. Yeah. I thought that was a thing. I didn't know that was still going on.
I don't know. I had a pretty good friend of mine. Like he died off fentanyl overdose, but they were mixing it with like they were selling coke and like cutting the coke with it. So, but that I know.
How do you cut coke with fentanyl? I don't understand that. It's a different. Fentanyl is a depressant. It's not a fucking upper.
I have no idea, but I know that's what they were doing it though.
So what's the ratio, Dabs?
I do not know the ratio of fentanyl to heroin. I'm not that deep in the game.
I do that 60% of U.S. overdose last year were caused by fentanyl. The number's only going up. That shit's... I'm not going to tell anybody what to do with your life, but if you're doing any sort of drug that could possibly have fentanyl in it, just think about it, man.
Cut your dose
all
in
it
half.
Takes is one bad hit, one dumbass dealer, and your ass.
That's what it is.
Never wake it up.
Always make sure the dealer does it first in front of you.
I don't know any dealers that that's gonna work. I don't know.
Like the better option is to stop shooting things into your body. But I'm not here to judge people.
The dealer will bring somebody with him here.
Yeah, I know some people that have guinea pigs,
Totally. But I doubt you're gonna get the dealer to hit it.
That's like super junkie status, right? Like if you're the guinea pig for the dealer, like you've reached like pinnacle junkie status.
Yeah. No.
No.
I mean, maybe that's high level, like because your whole job is to show if someone's gonna die or not off of this product.
Yeah, you're the HJIC.
That junkie hitchhiker. I knew a cat that would run from here to Miami with like 4 people in the car, pick up all the scripts, take them back to the main dude, you know what I'm saying? And the main dude would bust him off a couple, and then he would always try whatever was new. You know what I'm saying? Like he was the driver / transporter / guinea pig. And he made a whole lot of money and ruined his life doing it. But
that's a lot of confidence to have in a junkie. I feel like.
Right.
And he I'm not gonna tell you what kind of gun he rode around with because that'll obviously give away who it was. But yeah, he rode around with an automatic weapon. It was fucking gangster.
Well, on that note, that's all I got from the sizzle.
All right. We're gonna have to work on some exits. I'll have time now to fucking. You understand, man? Legion of Weegian is only gonna make everything better.
Legion of Weegian. You say that now.
You still at the other place?
Yeah. I told them about leaving until September. The old Mo. A lot of stuff happened. I'll tell you off the show because it was.
We don't care.
All right, let's go to the internet.
Oh, did you see that? That was some crazy shit, bro.
I am gonna post this on my Facebook.
Man, fuck the internet. The internet ain't shit.
The internet ain't shit is brought to you by this dick.
Peanuts.
What can Brown do for you? Ha, I'm Ocala Brown from Ocala Brown Farms.
All right. So first up is going to be.
Let's finish with the video. Let's do that.
Okay.
All right, because I want something funny to finish with, and that shit just made me laugh like hard.
Ooh, I felt my back crack on that one. Shit, fire.
All right, what this is we looking at?
All right, this is a picture of Snoop Dogg and Kevin Hart. Have you guys seen them talk shit about the Olympics? Like, they cover the Olympics. It's pretty
Oh,
funny.
no. I haven't seen it.
I want to see it.
It's so good.
Yeah, it's hilarious. But this picture makes me laugh because look at Snoop Dogg's feet and look at Kevin Hart's feet.
Why is this?
You can't see his feet. He doesn't reach the floor.
You can't even see Kevin's.
So anyway, that made me laugh because
duck-footed ass, man, goddamn Snoop.
Yeah, he don't fit in the.
Either he ran real fast or like Forrest Gump. Like, there's no two.
It looks like he's crip walking while he's sitting down.
Bruh,
He could be pigeon-toed. You know, some people are born.
Is that what that's called? Pigeon-toed?
No, pigeon-toed is inside.
Yeah,
I was
duck-footed,
That's
right?
duck feet.
I was pigeon-toed and then bow-footed, like a bow-leg. Because
I was straight.
They gave me shoes to fix it, and they fixed it too much, so they went up the other way.
Yo, he did have them gumps. He had them gumps when he was.
Hey, I had me some gums too. Don't feel bad. I wasn't allowed to wear low top shoes until I was 10 or 11. I only was allowed to have high tops. I bought my first pair of Converses, and I thought it was the greatest thing in the world.
You did not tell the military when you was going into infantry that you had gumps when you was little.
Hey, there's a lot of things.
Gump had gumps when he was little, and he was a badass.
Although,
I'm sorry.
To be fair, when I joined the military, especially with the job I was doing, like, they didn't give a fuck what you used to do.
You fit no hair on? Let's go.
Yeah, they did not give a fuck. They're like, oh, we just need bodies to go sit down the range. Like, all right.
Boom. All right.
Next one.
Picture. All right, so this is true right here, right? I got a lot of likes on this one in the group. So
No.
When you're in a stoner relationship, do you want to hit this? Is an apology.
100%.
Okay, so is that an official apology, or is that like everybody knows everything?
That's a ceasefire.
Right? Because I don't feel like my old lady was gonna let me get away with that as
no. Usually what we do is like I'll pack a bowl and I'll be like, "Hey, like, sorry for being an asshole. Like, you want to hit this?"
Like,
and
it's more
like
of
my peace offering.
It goes with an apology, or a gauge. You know what I'm saying? Are we cool?
It's not an apology in itself, but it's like part of the process.
It doesn't work for me when I say it to her. It never works.
That's why we're gonna talk. We need that cocktail building.
You're pointing at your dick when you say it. I don't think you say it the same.
We need that compliant cocktail. That's what we need.
In the stoner relationship.
It definitely is a gauge. Like, I know, okay, you're not mad at me no more.
Oh.
You know, maybe we can revisit this.
All right.
No, that was a good one. When I saw that, I sent it to her. It was funny as fuck.
All right, so this is a picture where it looks like there's a schlong hanging out of this. I feel like we've done
both
this
of those are two big ass dicks. Both of them got big dicks hanging out their shit.
That's what, but it's just the shadows. And
long time, baby.
Did we do this one before?
I think we did.
We did another. That was another one. It was another.
Yeah, it was probably more
unfortunate shadows that you can't really see on the radio.
A lot of bitches' ankles look like dicks if they take the picture bad.
There you go. That's another good name for the show. A lot of bitches' ankles look like dicks.
Does it fit? Does it fit?
Yeah, I'll put
now that you mention it. Okay. And for the grand finale, we don't have a lot for the internets today, but there is some kind of protest going on, and the fire people are spraying them down.
Oh, my bad.
And this is the best because it hits her right in the face, and she goes flying back. Like, it's the best.
Fire! Stop! Fire!
I love how, like, you see the hair, like, it is a full, like, from top to bottom.
Did she not see that happening already? Like
she thought she was going to stand there, no problem. That shit took the bike and everything. It took the bike and everything. It took her, the bike, like.
She lucky that hair is hers. It snatched it off her head.
It's so true. It's so
true. I wish I could put this shit in slow motion. God. Oh my God. That's it. She's about to lift. Like, this is the second before she takes off.
Take off.
Hey,
and hair, slow motion. Look at that, the bike and everything.
That's it. There's only one foot on the ground. That's it. Bike, everything else in the air.
She needed a post.
Hey, man,
that had to hurt.
Dude, she got punched in her shit. Like, that's right. Like,
like you just got
no
punched
bullshit
off your feet.
Yeah. She just got punched in her shit. Oh my God. Like it doesn't even react fast. It like hits her like, nah! You know what I'm saying? Like
her neck like has to be fucked up from that, right? Like,
oh my
yeah.
God.
I remember
she probably slammed her head.
They used to do that like in summer school, but they would do it from like really far away. Not that close, like fucking close.
Bro, like you think is that some sort of like Asia country?
No, it's in Spanish, so I don't know. Oh. But you know, this is a valuable lesson here.
Is this
now,
Cuba?
When biking,
it's not Cuba.
No, they don't have fire hoses.
They're firing something else at you. It's not water.
They still got the pump.
Look at them light posts too, bro. Them light posts.
Hey, no, but lesson learned. All right, make sure you wear a helmet when you're biking. It wouldn't have happened. She would have been okay had she been wearing a helmet.
I don't know, because like I had a hard hat on today, and I fucking came up underneath some scaffolding and like turtle shoved myself, and my neck hurts.
Oh, you compressed the disc or two?
Too big for that shit.
Tell me about it. Come on, September.
That was some Spanish shit. I don't. What are Cubans? Yeah, those aren't Cuban street lights. What does a Cuban street light look like?
Not like that. No.
Not like that. Yeah, no.
that looks like somewhere like that might be Mexico or something like that.
They don't really have streetlights, I don't think. Like that.
hey, Mexico has streetlights, sir. Thank you very much. I got you, baby.
I think they Cuba.
That's definitely she's wearing. Oh, and this one right here. This one makes me happy because it just does. I like people supermaning. This is some not so smart person supermaning and landing on a rock.
Oh,
he was off by about 2 feet.
That's a crack rib. Hurt. Crack rib, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
He took off like he was high.
And you see how he slid?
You see the guy? You see the guy that's looking at him? He goes,
He's drowning right now, right? He's drowning right now.
Like with a pierced lung, like about to die. Yeah.
This dude.
Do you help him at that point, or you're like, this fucking idiot just drowned?
I would say that's survival of the fittest. Darwin called it. And,
oh, he came up. Thank you.
Oh, he popped back up with the yowza.
Bro.
The other guy just backed away so he wouldn't get splashed.
Dabs, why is your up next video suggestion a chick with a dick?
Did you see? Because of both of them, man.
Because of knees and toes.
No, she's got a hologram tattoo. Hold up.
A hologram tattoo of a dick?
Right. Come here, hologram. This computer sucks. Why am I doing this?
I don't know what's going on.
Look up hologram tattoos, everybody.
I forgot about this.
Look at the nipple. What is the nipples?
Joe Rogan has pencil nipples.
Is that really him?
Fuck. Is that
him? That's what Asian nipples look like. I feel like
that looks
Asian nipples racist.
Those 100% look made up.
Richard's nipples look a little bit like that. They're not that long, but that's a very Asian nipple.
You look at people and you just never know.
I feel like we should know this though, because like he MMA, he did MMA, so
but he always wore a gi. Like he didn't, you know what I'm saying?
That's why right there.
Yep, that's why. That's why he always wore gi.
That's what, I have my neighbor in Ocala across the street. He's got nipples like that, and you can't help. He's always mowing the lawn with his shirt off, and he's always stopping to talk to me. And then it's so hard for me to like not feel like moly.
Just go over and flick it.
That's what I want. Like put those away. Can you get some pasties?
No, his nipples are so weird.
They are the weirdest nips.
Oh, I don't like it.
So there you go. So he got some
uncomfortable.
He got some
uncomfortable.
It doesn't help the way he's looking at me either.
Yeah, what's up with that look on his face, right?
He was getting in a cold bath.
Yeah.
An ice bath or whatever.
Oh man, I just lost all audio.
And
you've been in an ice bath? I've never been in an ice bath.
I have. It's cold.
I was never athletic enough to be doing things that involved an ice bath. So yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
I
I already did that, but nobody was listening. God damn it.
Debska, you all right?
I can't hear nothing. There we go. All right, and I'm back. That's what you be beatboxing.
Wiki. That's what I was doing. I was filling in air, dead air.
Okay.
Tape.
So what's next?
Sideways.
All right, we ready?
Give me some more.
The thing hip hoppers do, right?
That's it. The hippity hop. You guys and your hippity hoppers.
Yeah, no, you turn your hands to the side.
Yeah, that's the first.
It's the sign of a real gangster rapper.
It's all right. We can skip the intro.
Yeah, we don't need to do the intro for most things. We can't hear it.
Inward. Give me some mo. Inward. Give me some mo. Inward. Give me some mo.
That's it. Hey, let's just sample that. That's it from now on. That's what I want for the intro. That's what we're gonna do. Inward. Give me some mo. Inward. Give me some mo.
Am I wrong?
No, it's perfect. We're gonna do something different later on with this because that's what we're gonna do. But in the meantime,
in between time.
So actually, with the whole music thing, this is one of the things that I was really high. I mean, I ate like 4 edibles, and I was listening to music, and I feel like I remember when my parents would tell me how music sucked now, and I was hearing a song and it, like I've heard it a bunch of times and I would never fucking listen to it, because to me it just sounded like garbage. And then I actually fucking like sat there and listened to the song, and it was really fucking good. Like the lyrics to the song were great. But I think I got to the point where I'm old now, where like the music, like that South Park episode where they hear doing the music. Has that happened to you guys where you fucking you hear music now and it just like it just sounded bad to me. Like the new era of music just didn't sound good to me. But the lyrics were actually pretty fucking good. Has that happened to you guys at all?
I've always been an old man. Like I've been listening to Sinatra and Dean Martin and Sammy Davis Jr. like since I was a kid. So like it's something I've always enjoyed. But I've always been the weird kid that liked that shit. So like I know most people are not. Fuck you, Kenny.
Bacon would explain something and bust out in dance and song.
Hey man, you got them pipes. Let them sing.
Like a Disney movie, his life just bust out in song.
I mean, those of you that have hung out with me for an extended period of time, you know that my entire life has been like I just stand there and sing random nonsense to myself. Kenny knows. He comes over.
Yeah. Bacon the music, man.
It's just I can't help it. Like I'll just be sitting there and just like come up with random bullshit in my head, and I realize I'm not the only one in the room. And Dab's just like, "What are you doing?"
I think anything past
I'm a Hufflepuff.
Anything past 97,
Slytherin, sir.
98.
See,
I think is garbage.
I personally, my personal opinion on this is I felt the same way Mo is feeling right now for a little bit. And then I realized that no, I'm not old. The new music really is just trash.
Yeah, that's a separate point. The new music is also trash.
So
Like they're not mutually exclusive.
There is a lot of music that's trash, but some of it just the composition of it, the way that the background to it, the way that they like, it's like the lyricism to this song was really fucking good. Like once I actually got over the weirdness of the music and the way it was vibing together, it fucking sounded like it actually made sense. It was good, but it was just fucking hard to get over that. I don't know. It's just,
I think it's different. I think that's different from bad music.
Yeah, I think that is different.
You also give old country music a try. I'm telling you, if you want to hear good lyrics and stories, most people hate country music because you were told to hate fucking country music and never given like that old country western shit a chance. I agree. Like anything made in the last 10 years for the most part is fucking terrible.
That's the only thing I listen to.
But I went to a country bar not too long ago, actually, like with
a country.
And let me tell you, the chick that we were with, it was me and my wife and this other chick, and she looked like hood as fuck. She had these long nails, you know what I'm saying? And she's like the Spanish, like Puerto Rican bitch, but she was like just hoops. And then she took us to this fucking country bar. She was so fucking country, like the hoodest country chick I've ever seen. I had no idea. It wasn't bad though. We had a blast. I had a really good time.
Country. We're going to see Chris Stapleton in a couple weeks.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, me neither. I will say this though: the Nas of this generation looks more like a trapeze artist than a rapper.
Who do you say
Nas
that?
X? You talking about Nas X?
Yo, people were all like, the baby's getting canceled because he was calling him the F word for gays because he released that video with all the naked dudes.
I didn't say that. I said he looked like a trapeze artist. You interpreted.
I'm just saying, like, speaking of
whoa, hold on, wait, what happened now? The baby released a video about what?
No. Lil Nas X came out with a new music video, and it's got a bunch of naked dudes dancing in prison. And the baby came out and was like, nah, you're an F word for gays, like, and a bunch of other stuff. And he got like dropped from all of his summer festivals that he was supposed to fucking do. Like, he lost
I heard he was at Smoking Loud talking
sponsorships.
shit.
Huh?
I heard he was at Smoking Loud talking shit. Like everybody throw your lighter in the air if you got AIDS and shit.
That's what he was making AIDS comments. Like, but
now I know why the gay people were so upset.
He got dropped by like all of the rest of the festivals he was supposed to do, and like he released a thing saying like, "Oh, I've learned from my mistakes and that I hurt people, blah blah," and apologized. But
they erased it though. They said that he erased it like later on. That's what I just.
His apology.
Yeah, he erased his apology afterwards.
What the fuck? He said, "You know what, man? Fuck that shit, dog. No, man. Let me keep it 100.
I erased it and fired my publicist.
I still got the trap if everything else fails. Fuck it."
See, Sam knows that latest Alan Jackson album was fire. That shit is fire. See, people probably don't expect it, but Sam knows good country.
Send me one. Your favoriteest one. I'm gonna give it a listen. God darn it.
Country Dream, sir.
That is a masterpiece that I wrote almost.
Do you own the rights to that?
Yeah.
The canal does.
Yeah.
No, I got that some bitch right.
I say anything that proves otherwise is at the bottom of the fucking St. John's.
That's it.
Bofa, tell me about this. What the Woodstock '99?
Oh, did you guys see that shit show? So Woodstock '99, they almost burned everything. Well, they did burn everything down. Those fuckers went crazy. They were fucking setting shit on fire. They were groping women. They were like, there was not enough water. There was not enough food. Like everything was super overpriced.
That was the regular Woodstock?
That was Woodstock '99.
This is the one that they recreated in 1999 with all of like the 90s bands.
Yeah, they didn't even do it in Woodstock. They didn't even do it in Woodstock, right? It was like somewhere else in New York in some airport field where everything was fenced in and people started getting pissed and then Fred Durst started telling people to light shit on fire.
Yeah, it was like Limp Bizkit and Kid Rock headline and
then Jade. Or Jewel, I mean Jewel.
That is
Jewel, Jade, Jewel. That's one of the ships.
The one with the teeth, right?
And Alanis Morissette, and then like Limp Bizkit. And Red Hot Chili Peppers. Yo, so I started thinking about this shit, and I was like, you know what? The problem with the world is that the people that were at that festival and did all that crazy shit are the people that are in charge of the world right now. Those are the people running shit right now.
Although I don't know, are they those people?
I think it's still the older people are still running the shit.
You know what though? Well, those people are helping. Okay, because
next generation.
But see, so it was all advertised to like dude bros. So it was like a bunch of college dude bros. You know, those people are running the world right now. That's what I was thinking. I was like, that's what's wrong. That's probably why we're where we're at right now.
There are a lot of dude
all
bros.
around. But all right, but nobody watched the fucking thing, so
no.
All right, last
fuck Fred Durst.
Last thing, I don't know what I was thinking when I wrote this, but this is the last thing. So it says the opposite of genocide. So what if the solution, the people, there's been like Hitler people and all this stuff going through and coming through and wiping people out, one race. If the solution was instead to make a place to get everyone to have sex with each other. Like you can't only have sex with like white. It's
called West
and
Virginia.
Black. Like white and black can have sex, and then everybody's fucking mixed, and then we have no more racism, right? That's how you kill off racism, is just have everybody blend together and do like one big melting pot.
I mean, there's a lot of other races besides black and white.
I'll mix it all
That's
together.
why he said everybody.
Everybody. You're not allowed to have sex with your own kind anymore. You gotta like fucking blend.
Look, people will find a way to hate each other. They'll just look for a different excuse. Like, I don't like the way you're whatever.
You're 2 parts milk, 1 part chocolate, so I hate you.
And look, I not being black enough is something I've heard my whole life. You know what I'm saying? So there's something to that. And there's also purists that are never good. There are also purists that are never going to go away. There's always going to be somebody out there that says, we need to keep our race strong. And I wasn't doing a white voice. That was Mexican.
That was
Clayton Bigsby.
That was Mexican.
That was Clayton Bigsby.
Hey, but it is true because we got the same shit. Like he was saying
the
about
Spanish
Brown.
be saying it, and the blacks be saying it. Every race says it. Why are you dating outside your race? Is in every culture.
Yeah.
Hey, when you go around her family, just put that jacket on.
Hey. It made my shoulders look square, bro. You know what? Me and Daddy, if we finna get down there, we both finna be in that jacket soon. You hear me? Goddamn it.
SpongeBob looking at him.
Hey.
What?
Talk about my shoulders. They're beautiful.
This is the end.
What? That's what we're doing. That's how we're doing it.
I guess that's how we're doing it.
Yeah.
Yo, shout out to everybody who was in the Facebook chat, everybody who listens to the show, downloads, fucking Country Dream. Oh, pun request. Straight out the bottom of the lake, boy.
All right. Hey, we appreciate y'all, man, coming along for the ride. We out.
Turn that bitch up, bro.
Sing it.
I don't remember the words, so I lit that J. I said so, I made my way. Till I know, I realized it was just all a dream. All right, get the fuck out of here, man. We go. Man, I tried to book. I drive a.
That was great.
I forgot the stop record.